The Beaumont Estate ballroom shimmered. Daniel Beaumont, now sterling, felt uneasy. 3 hours into his wedding, he'd slipped away. Something was wrong. Chloe had vanished after their first dance. 40 minutes later, he heard it. Hushed laughter. "You're ridiculous," a man's voice teased. Daniel froze, recognizing Chloe's chuckle. "The papers are signed. The photos are taken." Daniel's crystal flute shattered. He didn't wait. He pushed through service doors to the gardens. "Hello, truth seekers. Drop your country or city in the comments. Your support means the world. If you're enjoying the story, comment, like, share. You are the reason we keep going." Rain began to fall. Daniel kicked off his expensive shoes, leaving them in the mud. Daniel, Leo, his best man, called. "Wait, what happened?" Daniel turned, tuxedo soaked. "She cheated, Leo, tonight, at our wedding." The words were hollow. "I need to be alone." He walked through the gates, bare feet scraping pavement, until exhaustion dropped him onto a stone bench in the park. The rain showed no signs of stopping. Then he saw her, a tall figure with a delivery bag, unbothered by the storm. She paused, looked at Daniel, and sat beside him. After minutes, she spoke, her voice deep and gentle. "I would have never left." The rain intensified. Daniel didn't turn. "You don't even know me," he said. "I know enough," she replied. Daniel studied her. Broad shoulders, deep brown skin, quiet dignity. She wore simple work clothes. "Why are you sitting here, in the rain?" he asked. "Because no one should sit alone in the rain," she said. Something cracked inside Daniel, the first genuine feeling since Chloe's betrayal. "I'm Daniel," he said. "Anya," she replied. Anya shrugged off her jacket, placing it gently around Daniel's shoulders. It smelled of fresh rain and earth, unlike Chloe's artificial cologne. "Your tuxedo is ruined," she observed. "So is my marriage," Daniel responded bitterly. 3 hours. That's how long it took her to cheat. Anya's silence was more respectful than words. Headlights appeared. "That's my ride," Anya said. Daniel clutched the jacket. "Keep it," Anya said. "You need it more than I do." She walked away. "How will I return it?" Daniel called. Anya paused. "The Central City Community Kitchen. I'm there most days." Then she disappeared. Sunlight streamed through Leo's guest room. Daniel blinked. Anya's jacket lay draped over a chair. His phone vibrated. 17 missed calls from his mother, 3 from his father, none from Chloe. He answered. "Where are you?" Eleanor Beaumont's voice was ice cold. "At Leo's." "You need to come home. You've embarrassed this family." "Chloe mentioned you were unwell. We have damage control." "Damage control?" "Chloe was with another man, Mother, at our wedding." "Don't be dramatic. Even if there was some indiscretion, that's between you and Chloe. It doesn't justify public humiliation." Eleanor softened. "Your father agrees." "Come home. We'll discuss." "No," Daniel said. "I'm not coming home yet. I need time." "Daniel Alistair Beaumont," his mother hissed. "Appearances matter." "Maybe they shouldn't," Daniel replied, ending the call. Leo appeared with coffee. "Your mom?" Daniel nodded. "Apparently, I've created a scandal." "You're the victim, Dee," Leo said firmly. "Chloe is the one who should be facing the music." Daniel sipped coffee, gazing at Anya's jacket. "I met someone last night." "Not like that," he added. "She just sat with me in the rain. Didn't ask questions or try to fix things." "Mysterious Rain Woman." Leo smiled. "Does Rain Woman have a name?" "Anya," Daniel said. "She works at a community kitchen in Central City." Leo raised an eyebrow. "Thinking of returning her jacket?" Daniel traced his mug. "I think I might." Later, Daniel found the jacket's logo, Central City Outreach Solutions. He wasn't running from shame anymore. He was walking towards something unknown but real. The Central City Community Kitchen was a converted warehouse. Daniel hesitated, Anya's jacket folded over his arm. He pushed open the door. "Can I help you?" Elder Miriam approached. "I'm looking for Anya," Daniel said. Anya is in the loading area with Javier, Elder Miriam said. Daniel found Anya lifting crates with Javier. Javier noticed him. Look alive, 'cause you've got company. Anya turned. Daniel. He held out her jacket. Thank you. Didn't think I'd see you again, Anya admitted, accepting it. Javier stepped forward. I'm Javier, and you must be the famous bench boy. Anya doesn't usually bring home strays. I wasn't, Anya began, but Javier waved her off. Elder Miriam appeared. We could use another set of hands sorting, if you've got time. Daniel glanced at Anya. I've got time, he decided. For hours, Daniel sorted goods, finding unexpected satisfaction. During a lull, Anya brought him coffee. Not exactly what you're used to, she said. How do you know? The way you hold yourself, Anya replied, like you belong somewhere else, somewhere better. Daniel sipped the coffee. I'm not so sure about better anymore. He met her gaze. You didn't ask why I was sitting on that bench in a tuxedo. Figured you'd tell me. She cheated, Daniel said. My wife of 3 hours was with another man at our reception. Anya nodded. And now? Now I'm here, Daniel said, gesturing. Because when my world ended, you didn't try to fix me. You just stayed. No one's ever done that before. Anya studied him. You came all this way to return a jacket. Maybe, Daniel admitted. Or maybe for someone who didn't ask me to pretend I'm fine. That night, walking to Leo's, Daniel's chest felt lighter. How's this story hitting you? Tell us if you're loving it. The Beaumont estate stood imposing. Daniel sat in Leo's car, gathering courage. Want me to come in? Leo asked. Daniel shook his head. I need to do this alone. He entered the quiet house. Wedding gifts still lined the entryway. Eleanor Beaumont appeared. Finally decided to come home, I see. Not home, Daniel corrected. Just to talk. Your father is in his office, Eleanor said. George Beaumont sat behind his desk. Daniel, he said. Eleanor closed the door. We've prepared a statement for the press. Chloe has agreed to the narrative that you've been suffering from exhaustion. You'll be taking a short rest at the lake house. Daniel stared. A statement? Chloe agreed? She cheated on me at our wedding. These things happen, Eleanor replied. The important thing is discretion. Your mother's right, George added. The merger between Beaumont Industries and Sterling Ventures is too important. That's what this was? A merger, not a marriage? Daniel's voice rose. Eleanor hardened. It was both, and both can be salvaged if you act rationally. Daniel moved to the window. I'm not going back to her, he said. You will if you want to remain a Beaumont, Eleanor replied. Appearances matter. Daniel turned. Then I guess I'm not a Beaumont anymore. George stood abruptly. Daniel, be reasonable. I am being reasonable, Daniel interrupted. For the first time in my life. He moved toward the door. I'll collect some things, then I'm leaving. And where will you go? Eleanor demanded. How long before you come crawling back? Daniel paused. I don't know yet, but I know it will be somewhere real. Upstairs, Daniel packed. He took the wedding invitation, folded it, and placed it in his bag. He left a note. I'd rather be real and hated than fake and loved. He descended. Eleanor stood at the bottom. When you come to your senses, we'll be here. Daniel paused. That's just it, Mother. I've finally come to my senses. He kissed her cheek. Goodbye. Outside, the sun felt warmer. Daniel searched for apartments in Central City. You're getting better, Javier commented as Daniel organized vegetables. Daniel laughed. The cans all looked the same in those fancy gift baskets. Well, now you are the less fortunate, Javier teased. How's that apartment hunting? Found a studio near the park, Daniel replied. Small, but mine. Moving in tomorrow. Need help? Anya asked. Company would be nice. Elder Miriam joined them. Daniel, help with lunch service? Sarah called in sick. Of course, Daniel agreed. He served stew and bread, offering warm smiles. First time serving? A woman asked. You've got gentle hands. She nodded toward Anya. She's watching you, not obvious, but she is. Heat rose. We're just friends, Daniel said. The woman hummed. Anya doesn't watch anyone that carefully unless they matter. After lunch, Daniel and Anya took their break, sharing coffee. You did good, Anya said. It feels good, Daniel replied. Different from my old charity work. This is real people, real needs. Anya nodded. It's different when you see faces instead of statistics. Why did you sit with me that night? Anya was quiet. Overseas, after we lost some guys, I was alone. A sergeant just sat next to me all night. Never tried to fix it, just stayed. That helped, Daniel asked. Saved my life? Anya replied, sometimes presence is the only gift worth giving. Daniel's eyes stung. She broke my trust, my belief that love was real. Anya looked at him. Then maybe now's the time to build something you never thought you could. Daniel smiled. Anya noticed. Something fragile took root. Daniel was restocking when Javier burst in. Daniel, you need to see this. His phone showed a gossip website. Beaumont Air slums it with charity worker after wedding disaster. A grainy photo of Daniel and Anya. Daniel's stomach dropped. It's all over social media. Javier grimaced. Your family made a statement. Daniel read their response, claiming he was volunteering during personal reflection. They're spinning it, Daniel said numbly. Elder Miriam appeared. Anya went home early, didn't want to bring more attention. Daniel checked his phone, missed calls and texts. I should go talk to her. Daniel decided. Give her space, Javier advised. My cousin's private. This spotlight is her worst nightmare. But Daniel couldn't leave it. He got Anya's address from Javier, took a bus. Before he knocked, Ben, Anya's neighbor, opened the door. You must be Daniel. Why are you here? You rich folks like to taste the struggle, then spit it out. Daniel flinched. I'm not here for pity, he said. I'm here because when I sat in the rain, she stayed. Ben studied him, then stepped aside. She's on the roof, last door. Daniel found Anya sitting on an old bench. I told Javier not to give you my address, she said. He didn't give it easily, Daniel replied. I'm sorry about the article. Anya shrugged. Not your fault. It is, though, Daniel insisted. My world follows me. They sat in silence. I can step back, Anya offered. This attention could hurt the kitchen, hurt you. I'd rather get bruised with you than stay clean in a lie, Daniel said. Anya looked at him. Your worlds don't mix easily. They're already mixed. Daniel pointed out. Maybe not easily, but truthfully. As light faded, they sat, not touching, not promising, but not retreating. The Beaumont family crest on an envelope. An invitation to the gala, and a note from Eleanor. Time to end this nonsense. Attend with Chloe. We've handled the press. Now do your part. Daniel stared at it. Leo called. Did you get one too? Of course. Are you going? I think I am, but not the way she expects. Later, at the kitchen, Daniel approached Anya. I need to ask you something. There's a gala this Saturday. My mother expects me to attend with Chloe. Daniel took a breath. Would you go with me instead? Anya's expression was neutral. That's not my world, Daniel. It's not mine anymore either. He replied. But I need to face it to end things properly. As what? Anya asked. Your statement, your rebellion. As my friend, as someone who sees me for who I am. Anya said nothing. Then, with a nod, what time? Saturday evening. Daniel wore a simple black suit. Anya arrived in a dark gown. You clean up nice, Daniel smiled. So do you, Anya replied. The Beaumont Foundation Gala was at the Metropolitan Art Museum. As their taxi pulled up, Daniel reached for Anya's hand. Ready? He asked. They ascended the steps. Flashbulbs popped. Conversations paused as Daniel and Anya entered. Eleanor Beaumont spotted them. She approached. Daniel, she greeted coolly, ignoring Anya. We need to talk privately. Anything you have to say can be said in front of Anya, Daniel replied. Eleanor's eyes flicked to Anya. This is inappropriate. Chloe is here. She's prepared to be gracious despite your adventure. It's not an adventure, Mother. It's my life now. Chloe appeared. Daniel, darling, You look well. She extended her hand to Anya with false cordiality. Chloe Sterling. Anya shook her hand. Anya Cole. Daniel. Chloe continued. Perhaps we could share a dance for old time's sake. Daniel felt Anya shift. He squeezed her arm. I'm here with Anya tonight, Chloe. No dances between us. Not anymore. Chloe's smile tightened. Being dramatic doesn't suit you. We both know how these things work in our world. That's just it, Daniel replied. It's not my world anymore. The evening proceeded with whispered comments. Anya remained a steady presence. When it was time for the Beaumont toast, Eleanor beckoned Daniel. Daniel moved forward, retrieving the wedding invitation. As Eleanor spoke, Daniel stood behind her. When Eleanor turned, saying, "And now a few words from my son, Daniel Beaumont Sterling." Daniel stepped to the microphone. "Thank you all for coming," he began, voice steady. "The Beaumont Foundation does important work, but tonight I need to speak about truth." A murmur rippled. 3 months ago, I married a woman who cheated on me within hours. I was expected to ignore it, to pretend. He held up the wedding invitation. This was supposed to be my fairy tale, but I married a nightmare. Gasps erupted. Daniel saw his mother's face contort, his father's with resignation, Chloe's with humiliation. "I'm done performing," Daniel said firmly. "How's this story hitting you? Tell us if you're loving it. Type 1. If not, type 0. The museum doors closed behind them. Daniel's shoes clicked. Outside, the city buzzed. He wasn't afraid. The car ride was quiet. "Where to?" the driver asked. "To the park," Daniel said softly. Anya didn't question it. A light mist descended. Daniel stepped out. Anya followed. They walked toward the stone bench. He sat first. Anya sat beside him. The mist deepened. No umbrella. Daniel leaned forward. "I didn't know what I was doing that night," he said. "I just knew I couldn't stay." Anya looked at him. "I figured as much," she replied. Daniel turned. "But I understand now. It was everything. The pressure, the expectations, the silence between me and who I really was." He exhaled. "That night, I wasn't just leaving a woman. I was leaving a whole version of myself." Anya nodded. "And what version do you see now?" He didn't answer. Someone unfinished, but honest. Someone learning what love isn't. She didn't speak. "I kept your jacket," he said. "It reminded me that warmth can come from strangers, safer than family." Anya leaned back. "That jacket's had a rough life," she said. "Figured it could handle one more night in the rain." He chuckled. "You didn't ask anything of me that night." "That's what I remember most. You looked like you didn't need words," she said. "You needed space to fall apart." Daniel's throat tightened. I'd never been given that before. A pause. He pulled out a silver pin. "Still," he held it out. "I found it in a shop. It made sense tonight." Anya looked at it. "Still, you stayed," he said. "When everyone ran, you didn't try to fix me. You just stayed. And sometimes that's the bravest thing." She took it. "I'm not used to people noticing the quiet things," he said. "I notice them now." She tucked the pin into her pocket. "And I notice you." They didn't kiss. The rain whispered. The man who sat here sobbing now sat with head held high, heart open. The bench hadn't changed, but he had. The next morning, no storm. Daniel woke slowly. His phone was silent. He made coffee, opened the window. Peace. By mid-morning, a knock. Anya stood there with a paper bag. "Thought you might still be living off kitchen stew," she said. "I am," Daniel admitted, letting her in. "And coffee. I brought breakfast." She walked in. "You settling in?" "I am now," he said. They sat, knees almost touching. They ate. He gathered wrappers. "You want to stay?" he asked. "I can," she said. "Would you?" She nodded. She removed her hoodie. He put on a jazz record. "I used to dance," Daniel said. "Ballroom. Never felt like it belonged to me." Anya leaned against the counter. "You don't have to dance anymore," he turned. "Maybe I do, just not the way I used to." She watched him. Then, she held out her hand. He took it. No choreography, just two people swaying. Her hands gentle, his on her shoulder. He was simply there. The jazz swelled. Daniel closed his eyes. This wasn't romance, not yet. This was trust. He pulled back. Her eyes searched his. He gave it, with the way he stayed. The record ended. They stopped moving. You ever do this before? He asked. Dance? She said. Not like this. Like what? Like it matters. He swallowed. It does, I know. They sat on the floor. I thought I'd never feel anything good again, Daniel said. You don't have to feel it all at once, Anya replied. Just don't shut the door when it knocks. He nodded. I spent so long pretending. I didn't even know what I wanted. He turned. Now, I want small things. A safe space, truth, and maybe someone to dance with when the music isn't even playing. Her smile came slow. I think that's a good place to start. The rain returned that evening. Daniel opened the window. Anya rose beside him. They looked out. He reached for her hand. She took it. No music, just presence. The next morning, silver fog. Daniel stood by his window. Peace. Anya was still asleep. He stared at her, grateful. As she stirred, Daniel turned back. You snore, he teased. I do not, she said. That must have been your conscience. He smiled. It's been quiet lately. Anya stretched and walked beside him. It's peaceful here, she said. I know. That's what scares me. She glanced. Why? Because I never trusted it to last, he admitted. Now it feels earned. She nodded. That's different. After breakfast, Anya washed dishes while Daniel sorted mail. One envelope, cream-colored. Inside, a grainy snapshot of him and Anya from the gala. No note. He stared at it. Someone mailed us this, he said, holding it out. She dried her hands, took the photo. Looks like they caught your good side, she said. They want you to know they're watching. He looked at her. Does that bother you? She met his eyes. Only if it bothers you. He shook his head. No, let them watch. I'm not hiding anymore. She placed the photo back. Can I ask you something? Anything. She hesitated. That night, the one with the rain, do you still wish it hadn't happened? Daniel walked to the window. I think about that night a lot, he said. It cracked me open, stripped everything fake out of me. Anya waited. I was humiliated. Heartbroken, but free. That night hurt, but it showed me the truth. And then you showed up. I didn't do anything special, she said. You didn't leave. That was special enough. They stood in the kitchen. Daniel turned. I used to think love was a grand gesture. Now I think love is someone who doesn't flinch when you fall apart. Anya stepped forward. And do you think you could love again? He didn't look away. I think I already am. The words hung. Anya didn't rush. She reached out and took his hand. Later, they walked through the central district. Not as a couple, just themselves. They passed the kitchen. They stopped by the park bench again. You know what I tell myself now? Daniel said. What? That I don't have to be who they raised me to be. That it's okay to begin again. Anya looked at him. And who are you now? He smiled. Someone who knows what staying means. She rested her hand over his. The first drop landed just after 7. Daniel walked to the sill and smiled as the drizzle began. A year ago, it had rained like this. Tonight felt the same. He pulled on his coat. He returned to the bench. It was empty. He sat. In his hand, he clutched a small silver ring. Not flashy, just honest. Footsteps crunched behind him. He didn't turn. He smiled as she approached. You waited in the rain again, she said softly. You stayed in it, he replied, turning. This is where I'll always meet you. Anya sat beside him. Her jacket damp. I didn't know if you'd come, he admitted. I always come when the rain starts, she said. Habit now. He looked at the ring, then at her. This isn't a proposal, he said gently. Just something real, true. She didn't flinch. I never wanted the kind they expect. I just wanted the kind you choose. Daniel held out his hand. Anya took the ring and slipped it onto her right hand. Simple, silent acceptance. I would have waited another year, she said. You didn't have to, he said. But you did, and that's what changed everything. They sat in silence. Daniel pulled out the pin. Still, he held it. It used to mean stuck. Now it means present, here, chosen. She nodded. You gave that word a new meaning. No, he said softly. We did. Anya glanced upward as the rain picked up. You sure you want to keep sitting out here? Yes, Daniel said, because the first time I sat here, I thought I was dying. Now I know I was just being born. She smiled. Then I'll stay too. As the rain soaked them, they let it come. No shields, no pretense, just a man shattered by love and a woman who taught him stillness. He leaned against her shoulder, and she let her head rest gently against his. The world didn't pause, but the sky opened. Daniel closed his eyes, smiling. This wasn't a fairy tale. It was better. It was real.